In a world filled with entrepreneurs and visionaries, one name stands out: Vivek Ramaswamy. A multimillionaire former biotech executive, Ramaswamy is making waves in the race for the 2024 Republican presidential nomination. As he steps onto the debate stage, let's explore some intriguing facts about his life and career. Welcome to the Global Insight. Born August 9, 1985 in Cincinnati, Ohio, to immigrant parents from southern India, Ramaswamy was raised in the Hindu faith of his parents. However, his path took a unique turn as he attended a Roman Catholic high school. He graduated top of his class at St. Xavier High School, a private prep school on the outskirts of Cincinnati, where he was a nationally ranked junior tennis player. He also spent his time playing the piano for Alzheimer's patients. His academic journey led him to Harvard University, where he earned a degree in biology, and then to Yale Law School, where he obtained his Juris Doctor degree. In his college years, Vivek identified as a libertarian and even performed libertarian-themed rap songs under the stage name Biotech. He's revisited his rap skills on the campaign trail, captivating audiences with renditions like Eminem's Lose Yourself. After college, Ramaswamy's career began as a hedge fund investor, but he had already accumulated millions before graduating from Yale. In 2014, he made a significant mark by founding Roivant Sciences, a biotech company that acquired patents for drugs in development. Despite resigning as CEO in 2021, his wealth soared, with Forbes estimating it at $630 million in 2023. Roivant Sciences is unique in that it specializes in identifying and acquiring promising drug candidates from other pharmaceutical companies and then advancing them through clinical development. Put another way, Roivant was created to develop drugs that other pharmaceutical companies had abandoned. Although the company started with a modest 10 employees, it soon grew. In 2017, it raised $1.1 billion from an investor group, one of the largest funding rounds for a life sciences company. Today, Roivant has subsidiary companies, each focusing on specific therapeutic areas like neurology, women's health, and dermatology. Some of the notable subsidiaries under the Roivant umbrella include Roivant Sciences, focusing on neurology, particularly Alzheimer's disease; Biotech Sciences, concentrating on women's health and endocrine diseases; and Roivant Sciences, specializing in dermatology. Vivek Ramaswamy has forged partnerships with various pharmaceutical companies to develop and commercialize drugs. These partnerships have often involved significant financial transactions and collaborations. Ramaswamy's approach to drug development, which involves acquiring and developing existing drug candidates, has faced both praise and criticism. Some critics argue that his model prioritizes financial gain over scientific innovation, while others appreciate the efficiency and resource allocation it offers. Ramaswamy led Roivant to a $315 million IPO in 2015, the biggest biotech IPO at the time. In fact, Ramaswamy and his wife were meant to be honeymooning in the French and Swiss Alps in June 2015, but instead he brought his new bride with him to ring the fabled bell at the New York Stock Exchange. In addition to his work in the pharmaceutical industry, Ramaswamy has been involved in politics. After stepping down as CEO of Roivant in January 2021, he said that he wanted to spend more time writing books and focusing on his political interests. He's been vocal about his conservative political views and has taken active roles in advocating for certain political causes. He's also been a supporter of various political candidates, including Donald Trump. Ramaswamy's political evolution has been striking. He's become a fierce conservative, with his 2021 bestseller Woke Inc. condemning corporations' alignment with social justice and climate change causes. He's emerged as a leading anti-woke crusader. In February 2023, Ramaswamy launched his campaign for president, initially seen as a long shot. However, his strong, pugnacious performance in the first debate garnered attention and catapulted him in some Republican primary polls. Ramaswamy's strategy combines a staunch defense of former President Donald Trump with appeals to Christian evangelicals. Despite being Hindu, he emphasizes Christian values and Judeo-Christian values as fundamental to America. Indeed, his controversial views on wokeism have made him some enemies, with Ramaswamy telling The New Yorker that a family member and close friend no longer speak to him because of his conservative positions. In a recent interview he conducted with The Atlantic, he even sketched out certain truths as follows. God is real. There are two genders. Human flourishing requires fossil fuels. Reverse racism is racism. An open border is no border. Parents determine the education of their children. The nuclear family is the greatest form of governance known to mankind. Capitalism lifts people up from poverty. There are 3 branches of the US government, not 4, and the US Constitution is the strongest guarantor of freedoms in history. Clearly, his political positions lean deeply conservative. He opposes affirmative action, supports state-level abortion bans after 6 weeks, and advocates for the expansion of presidential powers while dismantling parts of the federal government. On the international stage, Ramaswamy opposes NATO membership for Ukraine and calls for concessions to end the conflict, including allowing Russia to retain occupied Ukrainian territories. Ramaswamy said that if he becomes president, he would ensure that the US is no longer reliant on Taiwan for its supply of semiconductors, a crucial component in the manufacturing of goods including smartphones and electric cars. He's even said that he'd accept China seizing Taiwan once the US secures its own supply of semiconductors. Taiwan dominates the manufacturing of semiconductors, producing about 60% of the world's supply. To become the next president of the United States, Vivek Ramaswamy knows that he must run a formidable campaign. He's assembled a team of dedicated professionals, strategists, and supporters who share his vision for the country. So, as Vivek Ramaswamy takes the debate stage, his journey from biotech executive to Republican presidential hopeful is one marked by diversity, evolution, and a commitment to conservative values. And seeing how contrarian opinions can win votes these days, we think that Ramaswamy's controversial rise is just the start for this young man. A successful entrepreneur, a visionary leader, and a potential presidential candidate. His journey certainly is a beacon of hope and ambition in the land of opportunity. Thanks for joining us at The Global Insight to watch this video. If you've enjoyed it, let us know by liking and sharing it. For more great videos, follow our channel The Global Insight. Just click subscribe. Thanks again, and until next time, stay tuned.